Be thrown off by the "you are live" over my face. And here we are, second day of National Poetry Month, April 2nd, 2024. Dottie's Donuts mug from a thrift store. And I'm thrown off because I started a few minutes ago and it crashed. So, all right, I'm prepared that might happen. I thought we were past that. I don't know. But sally forth, sally onward into our broadcast of Breakfast Poetry Live. So we began with our weird phrase yesterday. We have the can right here. Our little funny phrase. I don't know how weird it is. Just little, let's just say, strung together phrases that we will eventually string together into a full poem by the end of the month by drawing one line at a time out of the word balls can. So I don't have to roll an inaccurate number of dice to try to hit, however many phrases and then land on the same one twice. But the next phrase is, I need to think more about Jesus and vegetables. It's true. I think I do need that. I think I would be a lot more straight and level, perky, and all the rest if I did those things. Coffee is dripping down my lipstick thing in a disturbing way. Anyway, it's a rainy day and it's still dark, 6:22 a.m. because I'll be going to work in a little bit. But I want to read you the poem as we move on to Poetry Freaks. Read the poem that came from yesterday, the first day of National Poetry Month. Now to review, and I held this upside down yesterday, so let's get with it. Poetry Freaks, the game, which is available at Drive-Thru RPG, and I did put the link in the description of this episode. And we've got some poets on the front of the game board. On the back, we have the description of the game, which no, I didn't go through and study. I don't know where the time goes. None of us knows where the time goes. And to put it right side up, themes and words. So yesterday rolled D34 theme, and it came out erotic tango from the Poetry Moods. And then words, rolled a D100 for axiom. So what I came up with, erotic tango by way of axiom, crossroads axiom times axiom, whatever it means when there's an X in between phrases. So I'm going to read to you erotic tango times axiom. No sliver of moonlight may peek between torsos in erotic tango. Thus bellows the axiom, this is known fact. Melt together, weld together, engage your cores as one. Let your posture, joint, flow exotic, erotic, fluid, drink, sink into silken fathoms of piercing pleasure, and dance away sternly, gobbed in ecstasy. Thank you. The end, erotic tango times axiom. So then today we must roll again for a new poetic theme from Poetry Freaks, the game. And that's a D30. Let's find out. I closed my D30. Could things just try not to get that look on my face? Now I've opened another thing and I'm skittish because that's what happened the last time. I was trying to roll my dice and then it crashed on StreamYard. So now I have to go back and look at it. Are we still on? We are. Okay, D30, please. If I could, please, for a poetic theme. And I rolled a 3. And that is the poetic theme of Scream of Outrage. I think that's going to fit right in. I'm into it. So poetic theme for today is Scream of Outrage, but we have to find a beautiful word or an exciting word or an intriguing word to go with it. I rolled a 94, which comes out to enigmatic. So an enigmatic scream of outrage. And in a scream of outrage, I found my pen. So there is no scream of outrage necessary at this time. And I will write this down for tomorrow's poem. So sometime between today and tomorrow's broadcast, there will be a scream of outrage by way of enigmatic. Of outrage, I keep having to write really long things and then I feel awkward, but I need to write it down or I'll be like, what was that? Where did I put it? I don't know. Pardon me. Enigmatic. That was it. All right. Yes, I'm so excited that you've joined me. So now we have our thing for tomorrow and put away the can and find my prompts. All right. did not choose a poem to read today. I just read the other one, but I was reading yesterday from A Howling Breakfast of Moon Soda. So maybe I'll just flip at random to one of the 4 chapbooks in here. Why not? Let's do it. This is from Moon Devoured. It's not that early, but I had to start the broadcast over. But we're still going. We're still rolling. Here we go, rolling. Youth with innocence as its cocktail onion, chagrin of the artist who now sits down on a slice of campus pavement. Ooh, I spit, sorry. To be intimate with the moon. In the wee hours, the muses roam, she suspects. The flame in my insides is a milksop. My head is an empty sphere of pasty glow, culminating in eyes too wide, baby gapers chewing thumbnails, she also suspects. I fidget and spin, waiting for my life to become a serious matter. But perhaps I am not the type. Moon Devoured, one of the 4 chapbooks in A Howling Breakfast of Moon Soda. You can find that on Amazon.com. It's by Amy Zollers. That's me. All right. Finally, I did not, and I left it over there on the floor. Milk Bowl of Feathers. I never got to it yesterday. I'm going to get it. Hang on. Look at the background. I'm going to just read like a random string of words out of it, hopefully by Andre Breton. I don't know if Tristan Sara's in here. I like him too. Babylon. This is Renee Crevel. And I wrote the notes. They said you were mad, Amy, and they locked you up. AMIE, which is different than I spell it. So I think somewhere in Babylon is the note that I took. They said you were mad, Amy, and they locked you up. I think that's perfect. I think that's a little perfect little dropper full from the Milk Bowl of Feathers. Essential Surrealist Writings. I'm going to take that with me today. And if I have time, I'm going to look at it at work. But if you want another recommendation, I just bought this one and I've read a little bit of it, but there is a book called Designated Mourner of Poetry. And I thought that the artwork was compelling on the front with the skull and, Designated Mourner. It's just a good title. So I'm going to stand it up so I'll think to look at it later. Oh, I just feel like there's no time. This is a really weird season of life because I've always had time. I know. I kind of feel guilty about that. I know I should feel guilty about that. Everyone's like, you had time to do art and poetry and sit and stare. You should feel ashamed of yourself. I am, but I also miss it. Here we are where we find ourselves. And that was me being all, philosophical, but I'm going to let you go because I feel like it's going to deteriorate if I don't, because I need to get some food in me. So thank you for joining me for the second day of National Poetry Month 2024. And I'm so glad we didn't crash this time. I think we did everything we were supposed to do. All right. So I hope you have a glorious Tuesday and I'll see you tomorrow. Come hell or high water. And